Hello everyone and welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. I owe you guys, as well as my good friend the Colonel Haymaker, this relatively short game here on Paddy Field as I'm testing out Eurocorps Mechanized, and, well, Haymaker is playing his infamous Commonwealth Motorized, and honestly, well, you'll see why it's a 5-minute game here. I do also just want to say thank you guys for putting up with me posting quite a bit less recently. I've had a little bit of a rough go of it the last little bit of time, a month and a half or so. And between that and organizing the tournament, I've started doing recordings, then found that I just didn't have the enthusiasm to give you guys the full experience that I want it to be, and well, to be as happy with the video as I would like to be to post it. So here we are. I'm doing a main thrust into Bravo Golf area, but it's really just a defensive thing here. I did know it was Moto opening up, and I had intended to go up into Alpha as well with a single double stack of Martyr 2s. As it turns out, I have 2 of them there, so that's 110 points that I didn't really intend to be there. Mistakes happen in the opener though, and you have to learn to deal with it. So we have made contact here and over on the left hand side, and this is something that always really impresses me about Haymaker's openers. It's not just a push in one direction, usually it's a push in 2. And he sort of does a wheeled version of what a lot of mech players do, which is find where you're weak and double down on it. So here where I had my main defensive belt between Golf and Charlie, well, there's not a lot going on there right now. But, well, I'm getting walloped in Foxtrot. All this stuff is going to go right through. And then here, this was a really big mistake. Highlanders 90 get not 1, not 2, but 3 of my Martyr 2s because I don't have smoke cover. That smoke cover was in the middle. It wasn't over on the right. And I'm going to be paying for that. I'm already paying for it right here, right now, as my Panzergren 90 are all very much not able to take that town. My Martyr 2 trying to get out, re-enters range there from Highlanders, and yeah, oh, does he get out? Huh. Yeah, I think he does. But holy cow, this is horrible. So not only have I lost Triangle, I've lost any and all chance of defense over here, and I have to say, if I open up against Mech again, sorry, against Moto again on Paddy Field, yeah, I'm going to remember this, because this is an abject lesson in getting into your back lines, and doing so not only with Rover Wombats, but those two right there. Those are, maybe we can see here. No, not quite. Those are Vickers Mark 11s, 45 points, and they have really big guns on them. They're basically bigger versions of my AMX-10 RCSBs, I think. I mean, 16 AP, 9 RPM versus 17 AP, 8 RPM, so a little bit of punch, but these guys have a stabilizer too, and that makes them so much more flexible, so much more capable, in my opinion, especially for motorized openers. So all of that happened inside of the span of 3 minutes here, and now I have Highlanders, SAS, all of that breathing down my neck in Bravo, and I made the boneheaded decision to try and get Tick. With all this going on, with nothing in Foxtrot, with nothing in Bravo, when I bought this, the Bravo infantry push hadn't quite happened yet, and I thought I'd have a little bit of time for breathing room, but I mean, it's a nice identification of where I was weak, and Haymaker's not giving me time, plus getting his own +2 cap, and I mean, goodness gracious, even if this had gone well, that wouldn't have exactly been good for me, and as it is, I mean, there's stuff in my base. He said, we were both in voice, by the way, so he said right there, oh, hello, Fob. So, yeah, that's not long for this world. And I'm just trying desperately to defend. I mean, this is one thing, is like, Moto can overextend, and I was hoping maybe he'd overextend badly enough that I could get value kills in the middle. We have some of that going on right now with the Wings H7, but, yeah, and this is just goofy. I had to hot drop Milan F2s, and these guys miss, and I didn't want them to miss, so I just take 3 of them, and I go, okay, well, maybe one of them will hit, and, you know, one of them did hit, so we got that at least. Save that home CV, but I'll be honest with you, this is not looking good, and just such a brutal Moto opener, man. Like, I've had easier times against Blue Moto because, well, they have less availability. They don't have some of the same tools here, or at least they don't tend to use them, whereas Haymaker definitely does. I mean, that's just a Wolverine. That's all it was. It's just a Wolverine killing my Cassiope, and I don't know what to do, so I buy another, and that, honestly, is one of the big things I think about Moto, is it puts you on the back foot early. And if you can keep your head, then you have a chance. And if you can't, like I didn't in this game, well, yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough. So, a whole bunch more stuff coming into Bravo. I lose that completely. My CV and Charlie is being chased down by infantry, although you can't quite see it right now because I have no recon. Yeah, there it is right there. And I decide to throw in the towel. So, very, very nicely played to my opponent Haymaker here. Just triple, I mean, look at that. Triple the number of kills as I had losses. And, you know, I gotta say, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you, catching some games, even if sometimes it does end up just with an absolute smack, shall we say, like this one did. And, yeah, we'll have more videos for you guys real soon.